Hi Bob, hi Gene. Yeah, that thunder was something pretty cool. We're actually supposed to be getting a little bit of rain today too, so I don't know. Maybe you'll get some live thunder. I was kind of looking. There's like a little thunder or a little storm blowing in. It's supposed to rain all weekend this weekend, so I mean for my weekend actually all next week too. I think it's rain every day until like Friday. So looking forward to that. First thing Bite does is knock the brush on the ground here. Hi, Tasha. Even got Nibble down here, walking around here in circles. See if we can coax her into the shot a little bit here. Maybe. There she is. There's the Nibble. Nibble want a kitty treat? Bite wants a kitty treat. Nibble's just a little too shy here. All right, Nibble. Here's one for you. Oh, and just like that, it starts raining. Looking out the window right now, and it's raining. No? Okay. Give it to Bite then. I'm sure he'll eat it. Nibble isn't really a fan of the rain. That's probably what's freaking her out. Let's see, what have I missed here? Send some rain to California. No, I want it all here. Hey, Charlotte and Logan are in the house. How you doing? Been missing you. Been wondering where you were. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Suzanne. Hello, Kathy. Wow, everybody's here. And I thought about the Minnesota lilacs. The only problem is getting them here. I know it wouldn't be a problem at all letting you have the address, but unfortunately, I only have one house, and if it were to get out there, I just got to be really careful. I do want to say though that my mom saw that comment. And she thought that was really cool that you wanted to do that. It would be fun to have some Minnesota lilacs. I actually have a couple of Texas lilacs. You remember I had my sewer line replaced last summer because of a problem, and they ripped out a couple of plants, and I replaced it with a couple of Texas lilacs. And honestly, I thought that they had died, but they kind of came back with a vengeance. So they're actually doing really well. I don't know what the difference is, but good morning, PDXer. Yeah, I know. Say it and it happens. I know it was funny because I was looking at the radar right before I came on and said, well, it's coming right in here. It should be here anytime here. Um, and then boom, all of a sudden I get the window open in the back, and all of a sudden I heard a different sound. I looked out the window in the front. It's like, oh yeah, it's pouring right now. Yeah, I miss Charlotte and Logan too. I heard you had a little sadness. I'm sorry about that. That's no good. Meow to Bite and Nibble. There you go, Bite and Nibble. They're talking directly to you now. Hey, Nibble. You gonna come visit? Can't really see Bite, but he's like hiding back here behind the arm of the chair here. Yeah, that was what you were saying, Rhonda, that you had some piglets that didn't make it. That's sad. Which of course makes things, yeah, much more difficult when you're when you have other issues that are affecting you. I get it. Yeah, like I said, I was concerned I hadn't seen you for a while, but I'm glad you're back, and I'm sorry for the loss. That's sad. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but I can hear it on the patio cover outside. Like I said, I opened the window. That window right there is open, so I can actually hear it. How much would someone have to pay me to move back to LA? I don't know. I don't know if I would ever consider that, because part of the problem is the political situation there, and no matter how much you paid me, the state would probably try and take it all. So I don't know. I don't know if there's any amount of money that would get me to move back to LA at this point. LA is a beautiful area, but I really love Texas. It's more who I am. And now you're having puppies, huh? Hello, Angela. How are you doing? Yeah, definitely. Loving Texas. Yeah, I appreciate that, Spike. It's just like I said, I'm not sure how we get them here. That's the problem. It'd be nice if there were, I don't have a PO box or any of that stuff. It's one of those things you just kind of have to consider when you're a vlogger. You know, 99, probably all of my audience is really great people, but every once in a while you get a jerk in here, and I can't risk it at this point. It's a zoo there. Yeah, I can imagine. You made the instant pot stew. All right, yeah, that's really good. In fact, I'm still eating that. I put that in like 1 quart containers and put it in the freezer. So I'm still enjoying that. And yeah, that you're right. That turned out really good. That egg bake casserole that I put up yesterday too. That's been really good too. Hello, Savages 48. So Angela's starting a new job here. That's good. Oh, non-perm. Okay, I was wondering why there was an advantage going to a permanent job versus another permanent job. Okay, that makes more sense. Non-perm. Okay, I get it. Tuna mixed in. That actually sounds pretty good. I was thinking some people were mentioning in the comments section on that video that they might like put like sausage in there, and I was thinking, yeah, sausage would probably be pretty good, even mixed in, not just on the top, but actually mixed in the middle somewhere. Yeah, I've heard that Canada's locking down again. That's a drag. the CDC in the U.S. just said that we don't have to wear masks anymore, and no more social distancing. So, I mean, I've been doing that for 4 or 5 weeks now, ever since you know, vaccine hit full effect. You know, they say after with the vaccine I had the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, and they said that it takes about 2 weeks to hit full effect. So I played by the rules for 2 weeks after I got it, but I'm maskless now everywhere except work. They won't let up on at work, and I'm hoping that they're going to change that. But I'm a little bit more tolerant there because they're paying me, so I'll do what they want me to do. But everywhere else, I'm maskless, and I'm finding more and more people are too. I was at Home Depot this morning, and I think the only people I saw in there that were wearing masks were the employees. Rhonda's been cooking a lot since the lockdown. That's a good thing to do to keep your time filled. Yeah, that was one of the good things about Texas. They never really did lock down as hard as other places did. So, even during the worst of it, we were never, I never felt that I couldn't go out. You remember, during the worst of the pandemic, I was still going out and doing nature hikes and stuff like that. Oh, Angela's new job is her dream job now, as opposed to the other one, she just needed a job. Yeah, I get it. Hi, Kenneth. Yeah, I'm with Gene, Rhonda. I hope Canada opens up soon. Have I ever been to Redlands, California? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been almost all over the place in California. Haven't really been that much further north than like San Francisco, Sacramento area, but I think Redlands was one of the places we could go for family vacations. You got any comments on Redlands, Bite? No? Ugh. First drink of the live stream. Do I think that a person who's been vaccinated that they wouldn't be contagious to others? I don't see how a vaccinated person would be any less contagious than a non-vaccinated. Well, in order to transmit the disease to someone else, you have to have it. If you can't have it, then you can't transmit it. Because even if the virus exists inside your body, if you have the antibodies for it, it's not the fact that it exists inside your body, but the fact that if you're sick and you're sneezing and stuff like that, that's how it's transmitted. If you don't get the disease, if you don't have the symptoms, you can't transmit it. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but that's my understanding of how that all works. So yeah, if you've had the vaccine, you can't get it, you can't give it. It's time to release. The a big part of the problem, I think, a lot of politicians just they like the power they have, and they like being able to control their people's lives. That's why I don't trust politicians of either side because they you know they I don't think most people get into politics to be good people. I think a lot of people get into politics because they like the idea of being able to control others. And so I don't generally trust anyone on either side. any idea when my California trip will take place. It's really all a matter of me getting off my butt and talking to the boss, and what ends up happening is I get going at work, and then next thing I know, the day is over, and I've missed another opportunity. I kept thinking about it this week too, that oh man, I should go talk to the boss about that, and I just never do. So I don't know. It's whenever I get off my butt and go talk to him. It'll happen at some point, right, bud? Wow. I don't have a problem with unvaccinated people. If you don't want to get a vaccine, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of people that have concerns about vaccines in general, and some people think that this one was rushed to market. I don't necessarily think that's the case because, I mean, think about it. We get the flu vaccine every year, and that's developed in a year also. This one should be even more because it's not that hard when you have a when you can isolate the virus. It's not hard to make a vaccine for the virus. The reason flu vaccines don't always work is because science doesn't always choose the right variant. It's it's the flu every year. It isn't like you get the flu vaccine last year and it's worn off. It's just that the virus is mutated and it's now different, and so now it's a different strain, and so you have to get a new flu shot every year because a new strain emerges every year. Um, but this thing, like I said, we make the flu vaccine every year, and it isn't quite the same concern, I think, from some people. Um, and this one should actually be better because we knew specifically what virus we were going after. We knew it was this H1, or not H1N1, the coronavirus. We knew what the virus was. So it's just a matter of making the antibody. And so I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people just have concerns about viruses or about vaccines and whatever. I don't have a problem, with people who say I won't do it. You're right. I did it just because I wanted to get out of this mask. I was tired of the mask. Hi, Black Dot. Oh, Logan said she missed her cat. There you go. Logan missed you, bite. Logan missed you, Nibble. There's Nibble right there. Meow. 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 You don't hear it, but Nibble has a really dainty meow. You want a kitty treat? You're gonna run away again. Let's see if we can coax her into the shot here. Come on, Nibble. Toss that one to her. Maybe that'll encourage her to come. Bite'll eat it. Oh, here she comes. There's one for Nibble. Such a sweet little kitty. See what she gets used to getting them, then she'll come up and have them. But she's a little timid to make that initial move. All right, we got to see the Nibble for a little bit there. She's such a sweet little kitty. I just wish she wasn't such a scaredy cat. Yeah, see, and Kenneth is saying he's not going to get the vaccine. He has concerns. I get it. I get it. I don't look down on you at all. That is your call. How's the garden going? I lost one of the tomato plants, but so the rest of them seem to be doing okay, and the jalapenos seem to be going out, doing their thing. So maybe I'll show that in one of the upcoming videos here. Like I said, one of the tomato plants is like, probably 18 inches tall now. So uh, they're doing good, I think. Oh, Rhonda and Charlotte and Logan froze up. They had to reboot, huh? Yeah, I kind of see Angela's kind of the same way. She's not sure about the vaccine either. Like I said, get it or don't get it. The fact is, even, Angela, you're young. You're not the person that's going to die from this virus. The virus is mainly striking people who are like in their 80s who have other comorbidities. You look at the people that are dying from this. It isn't people your age. It isn't people my age. I mean, you look what happened to Jeff Kidd. Jeff Kidd got really sick over it, but he recovered. It's just, a lot of times viruses are especially difficult on younger people, especially kids. This one isn't like that. This one goes after older people. So, just play the odds. It's been a whole year since this thing emerged. I never got it. And like I said, I took the vaccine just well because they gave it to me for free at work, and so it made sense to do it. And because I wanted to get out of the mask is the thing I hate the most. Yeah, we'll see about the berries. I don't think the berries will be a problem because I think by the time the berries grow on that grass, Flash will be hibernating. So I don't think that'll be a problem. But Flash is usually pretty good knowing what she can and can't eat. So I don't think it'll be a problem. Yeah, the whole vaccine passport thing, that's another thing I think that's an infringement on rights. You can't say people aren't welcome if they don't have this isn't Nazi Germany. We don't have to show our papers. And Rhonda, I'm not saying that young people can't get it. It's just that they aren't the key. I mean, yeah, there's 1 in a million people that do have negative reactions. Like I said, Jeff Kidd had it and had it really bad, and he was in the hospital over it. And I mean, he's not old either, but for the most part, younger people aren't as susceptible to it. And the younger you are, the less susceptible you are to it. Yeah, of course, Nicholas. Anyone can become infected and die from it, but the truth is that anyone can die from an automobile accident too. Anybody can die from being in an airplane crash. But you got to look at the odds. The odds are that you are not going to die from it. I mean, even if you are over 80 and have the comorbidities, the chances are still you aren't going to die from it. It was the reaction justified by the severity of the disease? You got to wonder, if we're talking about this kind of reaction where you have a 1% chance of dying from a disease if you get it. What's going to happen? What's the government going to do? How are they going to overreact if there's something comes across with a 15% mortality rate or more? I just think we have to look at both sides very carefully and balance it all out. Yeah, I've heard of that too, Angela. In my case, I had no side effects at all from it. Anyway, what's the pool temperature? Well, a couple weeks ago it was up to about 80, and then it was kind of cold last week. It dropped down to 70. I looked at it this morning. It's back up to 74, but now that it's going to be raining and kind of cool for the next few days, um, it'll probably drop back down again. Fortunately, it kind of goes up and down really fast. So all we need is like maybe a week of warm weather, and it'll be back up again. No, and I'm not taking it lightly, Kathy. I'm just saying, yeah, of course, there are going to be people that die of it. There's people that die of the flu. You know, 20 to 60,000 people die of the flu every year. But we don't. That doesn't mean that we all should just go hide in our houses. I am not diminishing the fact that it's a severe disease and it's sad when people die of it, but you know, I'm just concerned about the overreaction to it. How was my mom on her Mother's Day? Well, last weekend she actually was on the phone with us. So if you got to see last week's live stream, she was on for most of the live stream, and that was kind of fun. I think she had a good day. Um, and I think originally my sister was going to take her out to brunch, but that didn't happen because my niece had to go back home, so she'd go back to school, and so that kind of took precedent. But my understanding is that my mom was going to go over to my sister's house and have dinner, or they're going to go out for dinner or something like that. When will my mom be starring in her own YouTube channel? She already has a fan base. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. My mom is kind of all thumbs when it comes to technology. So I wouldn't expect there's going to be a Brex Mom lives or a Brex Mom channel at any time. Yeah, you're right, Rhonda. Let's start a new subject. What's on the shirt? This is my David Ullman T-shirt from the house on Cielo Drive, right down the street from where Sharon Tate was murdered by the Mansons. So yeah, I got that when Jordan actually got this for me at one point. I've actually been to that house a couple times, and once during one of the tours with the dearly departed tours with Scott Michaels, and then again Jordan and I did a live stream from the house a few weeks later, and that was kind of fun too. Can't wait to see the tomatoes. You haven't planted a thing this year? Yeah, well, I should take you out and look at mine, except for the fact it's kind of raining out right now. Scott Michaels says that house creeps him out. I didn't feel a thing in that house. I don't know. You know, I'm really skeptical about things like that. So, I don't know. I didn't see anything in that house, even when David was showing like video of things, happening. It's like, yeah, I can explain that. Diane says the sun's out here, huh? And Rhonda just planted some tomatoes, cucumbers, and strawberries. That sounds good. Yeah, the lightning bugs. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They were out thick last night too. Holy cow! Because a lot of times I see them mostly in the front yard, so I'm kind of reluctant to film them because I don't really want any footage of the front of my house out there. That was why while I did show video of the front of my house, with those lightning bugs a couple days ago. I was just aimed at the grass. So all you can tell from that is I have grass in front of my yard. Big surprise. So does every other house in Waco. Yeah, they did remodel the house on Cielo and they did change the address. You're right. Where's Bite Nibble? Well, Bite's right next to me here. And Nibble is, oh, now I can see Nibble too. She's down there at the end of the hall, peering around the corner. That's Nibble right there. You get shad flies after the grass is cut. I don't know what those are. Yeah, I've been to the Winchester Mystery House. Supposedly that's haunted by all the people that have died by Winchester weapons, but I don't know. Logan's kissing the TV for Bite. There you go. I assume it's for Bite, right? You have a fan Bite. What do you think about that? Huh? How's the new planter? New planter's doing good. Everything's still looking good out there. In fact, we can take a little trip outside here, and I'll show you that because that'll be under the patio cover at least, so it won't get wet. Let's unplug here so we can go mobile. You can get a chance to hear the rain a little bit. And turn the light on out there a little bit. It's a little dark out here. Yeah, there's the garden right now. It's doing good. Everything's really enjoying the rain. You know, been getting a lot of that, and that's always good when you're dealing with new plants. They like to get a lot of water, so everything's looking good. I was concerned about whether that was that one plant that I saved, and that I replanted, and it looked a little rough the first day, but as soon as I gave it the water the next morning, it looked really well. So, but everything else looks good. All the plants are happy and doing their thing. So, yeah. And I like that I was able to reuse some of the flagstone from the original patio cover. You know, what I do is I have like a little squirrel feeder out there in that tree right there. And so that's why I put the stepping stones out there so I can get out there and put the squirrel food out there for them. So that's what that's all about. And of course, then I put the little potbelly stove right here, and I thought that was a good place. You know, it's away from the trees. It's off of the concrete, so I don't end up, getting ash all over the concrete and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, it's doing all right. Next area I got to do is this one over here, and you can see just a little bit of rain here. We already got puddles accumulating right here and here. So I get my. I'm never going to be able to be a weather forecaster because I can't point at this blue screen very well. But yeah, you can see this is kind of the low area, and that's kind of where all the water accumulates. So I want to build that up. I'm basically you can kind of see the stonework here, and I want to basically do the same thing I did here that I did over here, build it up. And since I got all those extra stones for free from Home Depot, that'll be very, very nice. So anyway, yeah, you'd think today it'd be really cold, what with it raining, but it's actually really warm out right now. It's probably mid 70s. That's when you get the really nice thunderstorms is when it's nice and warm. So anyway, let's go back in here. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read anything you're saying right now. Let's see. Let's get back in here. Get ourselves set down, plug back in again. Plug in the mouse so we can go after trolls if we have to. You can plug in the mouse. I'm such a klutz. Plug in the power.